I'm very excited. We have an upgrade to deal with and announce and tell the people of Second Legacy, because
Yes.
the goofy gun grabbers of this morning was peak goofy gun grabbers. It deserves its own segment, and Tim is going to tear this asunder. We have receipts. It is going to be glorious. Tim, take the wheel. Don't let me down. It's going to be amazing.
All right. So our friend Davey, not Davey Hogg, the other Davey, that runs K-12 shooting database. Boy, is he just a constant source of comedy, levity, and absolute stupidity and lies. But he made a post that I found interesting. And so if we throw up number 11, Doc, it says 2 months after a planned attack at Perry High School in rural Iowa, town's largest employer is leaving. Paper in Journal of Population Economics last month showed negative effects of school shootings from 1994 to 2005 on health, health-related behaviors, and human capital outcomes. Boy, and then he links to nothing and shows a screenshot of a story. You can see the little play button there right between top and stories. So you know there's an article out there that he's referencing, but for some reason he left that link out. And me being suspicious of Davey's own stupidity and his ability to lie and misdirect people, I thought, well, let's Google that string of text and see if we can find the actual article. And guess what I found? The actual article.
Bring us in.
So now let's set this up. He didn't want to link to the article because the article completely tears apart his apparent argument here. What he's trying to tell you is, this is the lie he's trying to tell you kind of in an indirect way, that because of the school shooting, this major employer is now going to leave this town and leave thousands of people out of work because gun violence in schools drove the employer out of town. That's clearly the implication. But that is not the story. Number 12, Doc. 2 months after school shooting, Iowa town is losing its largest employer as pork plant closes. Now, this title is less misleading. This could just be like, this poor town is now suffering two tragedies, right?
Correct.
I don't see anything nefarious necessarily in this particular article. And then if you go down to number 13, it says Tyson Foods will continue streamlining its operations. Continue, folks. This isn't new. They've been streamlining, i.e. closing plants. They will continue streamlining its operations by closing a pork plant in Iowa that employs 1,200 people and eliminating the largest employer in the town of Perry. The plant closure will be the second major blow to the town this year, to my point to the article. They're not saying that because of the shooting they're leaving. They're saying this is the second blow to this town. The second blow to the town this year coming just 2 months after the 17-year-old student opened fire at school. And I don't need to go into the rest of it. So here we have the actual article talking about what's actually happening. Tyson's just closing plants, thanks to Bidenomics and other factors. But Davey wants you to believe that they're closing shop because of a school shooting. And this is the, what did he say? This is the human capital outcome of the shooting in Perry. This is the dishonesty that this man just perpetuates every single day. He is a dirty, filthy, low-down liar. And he does these things. And this obviously, this will also point to the fact that he skews his data. The man couldn't tell the truth if his life depended on it. And this is evidence of that. Braden, I've taken enough of this time.
Yes.
Let him have it.
That was so good. That was so good. But something popped into my brain while you were going down that. And that was well presented. I like that.
Thank you.
I like the way you led that through. That was nice. So here's the thing that I really jumped out to me. So if you guys are new to the channel, or you've watched recently, or you're a veteran for this channel, K through 12 school shooting database comes up frequently, right? And the reason that it comes up frequently is not because we like bashing this account. The reason why is because they consistently, and by they I mean the purveyor of this account, consistently states mistruths as 100% fact in order to propagate gun control, which would infringe upon the Second Amendment rights of an entire nation. So in order to achieve the outcome, they are willing to misrepresent facts and data to get you to a point where you'll give up your own rights. Now, this is the deeper understanding of this, Tim. And please let me know if I land this plane. It's not just K-12 school shooting database that does this. This account is new. They don't know all the details. They don't know how to get around the pitfalls that an Every Town for Gun Safety or a Moms Man Action or a Giffords.org does. So this guy routinely makes mistakes, and then he sources information where we can go and call him for exactly what he's saying is incorrect. The bigger groups don't do that. They'll put out very big, broad platitudes. He tries to go in and say, look at all these things. This is horrible and it's awful. We did an episode all about how he mischaracterized shootings as school shootings in the month of January. We did the entire thing, and it's laughable. I think one of them was actually near a school. The others were like in a parking garage or at a school bus stop, or overnight someone did something bad and they found shell casings in the parking lot. I mean, literally, we did the video, right?
Right.
But it speaks to the entire apparatus on the gun control side of it's okay if you have to lie to people. It's okay if you have to mislead them, because we're trying to lead them to a better path. We want our outcome so badly that we're willing to do this. And this is the necessity that has to happen in order to lead people to the promised land. That is why we hit these things so hard, because it's obvious what they're doing. And what you just said here was perfect. That literally the article itself, from the actual news source, says all the things that are occurring in that town 2 months after the school shooting. Iowa town is losing its largest employer. To your point, that could just say that sucks. But what did the gun controller say?
That hurts that town, right?
Right. What did the gun controller say? Well, the health-related behaviors and human capital outcomes of shootings and guns and all that. That's not even remotely close. And then you didn't link it, which proves you knew that if you linked the article, you'd get crap on your feed saying that it was all manipulation. But you know what I noticed is absent also, Tim? See, now I'm getting spicy. When Remington left the New York town, and that entire New York town is reeling from the lack of jobs and manufacturing, it's funny. I don't hear anything from these people saying about the human cost and the health-related behaviors and all the economic impact of those towns leaving because of a aggressive political environment against gun manufacturers. It's weird. I don't remember that.
No, because they want them all shut down.
Oh.
Yeah. And another interesting thing about old Davey over at K-12 is the fact that he likes to toot his own horn. So every time Newtown or some other anti-gun group picks up one of his hit pieces that are full of lies like this, and they do, he'll say, look, and he'll quote the article of them misquote or quoting his misinformation, right? So they love this guy. Newtown, Giffords, all those clowns love this guy, and they do use his false data to push their narrative, but they're very careful. I'll guarantee you they didn't repost this one, because this one is way too easy to show that he's just outright lying to your face and purposely trying to hide and cover his tracks by not putting the link in there, as if we're too stupid to literally Google the title of the article he screenshot.
It's
the man
so
is
difficult.
dumb as a bag of rocks, man.
Yeah, but the thing, and this goes to the malfeasance of what we're facing, right? Because the Giffords.org to Evertown for Gun, these gun control groups, if they retweet something that he puts out, they have culpability. They have the ability to go, yeah, well, not culpability. I'm sorry. They're immune from culpability because they didn't put out that piece. They just retweeted it. Someone else put out something incorrect. All they have to do is delete the retweet. But this guy is the one that actually put it out. So it provides cover for gun control groups to say, look what we found. We retweeted this. And then if something bad happens, they can say, oh, that guy did it wrong. Sorry. We didn't do it, though. And if only the good things happen where they get more clicks and engagement on their Twitter profiles, oh, my goodness. Look how well that worked out, Tim. Would you look at that?
Isn't that neat?
Weird.
It's funny how all that works. Well, anyway, Davey, thank you once again, my friend, for providing us with plenty of laughs and content. And let's hope that you don't quit anytime soon, because we need you, buddy. Thanks for watching Second Legacy. We'll talk to you guys soon.